The Magic Academy comprises 3 dormitories, each assigned to students based on their respective traits. Adler Dorm is reserved for students who exhibit courage and conviction, while Orca Dorm is for those who possess wisdom and a willingness to learn. Lang Dorm is designated for students with exceptional ability and ambition. The dormitories are known to be in constant competition with one another. Mash and Finn reside in the Adler Dorm, where Mash learns that 5 silver coins make 1 gold coin. He has 2 coins, and after the intense calculations, 5 minus 2, that's 28 left. Mash is just a meathead. It's a peaceful day, with nothing much going on, except their potions assignment, that if they don't submit in time, they will be marked down and in dropout range. But Mash's mind is elsewhere. He isn't really worried about such things. Suddenly Lance, the Syscon guy, comes in, amazed that they haven't done the potion assignment. They are true slackers. He has done his assignment the moment he got it. Mash approaches him and opens Lance's pendant, and Lance stares at his sister, even throwing himself backwards from his precious, thinking, "Floist thy fair light upon my feeble eyes unwarned," before losing consciousness. Later in the dorm's kitchen, Lance is about to help them with the potion assignment. They need to silence the Mandragora, so they can use it as a universal ingredient in potions. Lance can do it easily, but when it's Finn's turn, his Quientus magic is lacking. Mash notes that due Finn's weak muscles, he failed to silence the Mandragora. But when Mash does it himself, the thing starts to scream even louder. Amazing that it's even possible. Lance gives Finn some pointers and he succeeds in silencing the Mandragora. Finn starts to think that Lance might be a great guy after all. Mash, on the other hand, isn't doing so hot. The plant is humongous and starts to destroy the kitchen, but a single slap from Mash Quientus it down. So the next is cooking. They have to create a compound, which is relatively simple. They just have to follow Lance's movement. Bam, and it's done. That wasn't easy at all, but Mash got the gist of it. When it comes to anything that doesn't involve magic, first this, then that, and then boom, done. Bam. How did it end up as a cream puff? This time Lance takes Mash through every step of the way, but the end result is again, a cream puff. Lance doesn't understand it himself. He watched him from start to finish. Mash is actually really useless when not fighting, but still somehow exhibits stoic confidence. Lance suddenly admits that he will never lose to Mash even again, but he will not let some nobody to take Mash's coins away from him, so he will give his all to teach him. Meanwhile, some red-haired dude bumps into his dorm buddies, and when they call him out, he beats them up for literally being side characters. At the same time, a group of students from Lang Dormitory discuss what traits a divine visionary should possess: a noble bloodline and overwhelming power, scattering a few silver coins before himself, claiming that it's not those in Adler, but them. The Lang Dormitory will produce the next divine visionary, and orders to seize all of Adler's coins. Back in the kitchen, the table is full of Mandragora cream puffs, and they are tasty. The next day, they are having class in a forest, but no one is aware what awaits them. Mash thinks it's something to do with camping, but it's a magic school. Suddenly, the self-proclaimed main character of this world, Dot, waltzes in. He notices the mushroom head, the guy everyone at the school is talking about, and pronounces him the side character from today. He even looks like one. That is, until Lemon runs towards them, yelling Mash's name. She's scared of outdoor class, and wonders if she could possibly tag along with him. Dot doesn't take this sight well, and spits on Mash, promising to kill him. Dot hates guys that get attention from women. The global ratio of men and women should be equal, but none has fallen in love with him yet, and he wonders why, and the answer is simple. It's because chumps like Mash ruin the system. That's why Dot wants to become a divine visionary, to rid this world of hot guys. But while Dot was blabbering, the group paid no attention to him. Dot's ego is bruised. The teacher quiets down the class and announces that both Adler and Lang dorms will participate in an outdoor exercise, with the reward being a bronze or silver coin. The objective is to exterminate scorpions, with only a few possessing a square stone in their forehead, strong enough to earn a silver coin for their eradication. The teacher starts the exercise, and Dot promises to defeat Mash. Mash wishes Lance good luck, but suddenly a student from Lang dorm appears behind Mash and accuses him of thinking he's better than others, attacking Mash with magic. The teacher stops the fight, and the student admits they were just joking around. However, Mash takes note of the student who seems to enjoy the stare he gives him. He's looking forward to meeting him in the exercise. Lance warns Mash to give it a rest. The guy, Silva, is a year older than them and is infamous for misconduct. He has injured multiple students that he doesn't like, to the point of being held back a year. But Mash is just glad that during the strike, the guy didn't crush his cream puff. That's the reason Mash made that face. In the forest, Lance smells tremendous danger and thinks it's wise to work as a team. But Mash is already gone. He's zoned out, and now he's all alone. Dot once again just rambles to himself while on the lookout for scorpions and gets scared by Mash. who slaps him to shut him up. Dot wants to settle the score right then and there, but a woman's scream grabs his attention. As a guy attacks her, she calls out for help. Dot swiftly casts the spell Explosion, knocking the attacker unconscious. The girl thanks Dot, and he can't help but be struck by her beauty. He tries to play it cool, but when she grabs his hand, he quickly drops his facade. She notes how reliable he is. Nothing about this exchange is sus at all. Meanwhile, Silva has already killed one scorpion, retrieving its square gem. He realizes it's almost time to find Mash, who is quietly munching on his cream puffs, while the sus girl lavishes a lot of affection and attention on Dot. He tries to remain composed, not wanting to reveal that he isn't popular with girls. But the moment he slaps himself, the girl finds him creepy as hell. However, the next second she is all over his manliness again. Dot is in heaven and starts to beat himself up mentally. The girl reveals that she can use magic to make anyone who is even slightly attracted to her fall in love with her completely, and Dot has now become completely smitten with her. The next is Mash, but he is really disinterested, shocking her. There has never been a guy who hasn't fallen for her spell. She tries to put more magic energy into it, holding his hand. Sound, sight, touch, every sense she can affect, no man can resist it. But Mash really doesn't find her that attractive, shocking her even more, but thinks that one should be enough. Once Dot composes himself, the girl reveals to him that Silva is threatening her and wants to take advantage of magic only she can use. He's been stalking her, but she doesn't want to be involved, even starts fake crying. Dot promises to take care of Silva. Suddenly they are attacked with magic. It's Silva, and he heard Dot's promise to beat him up. Silva notes how Dot is one of the cringiest punks he's ever seen, and can't wait to give the deluded loser a dose of reality. Dot is having none of that, and starts his attack with explosions. It looks impressive, and Dot thinks he finished him off. Mash is just munching. Meanwhile, Finn and Lemon are holding on to Lance, begging for him not to leave them in the forest. Lance wonders if Mash is alright, since it seemed that Silva was targeting him. Back at the fight, Dot thinks that Silva was all bark, but when the dust settles, he sees an iron barrier. Silva summons iron from the ground, attacking Dot. At the same time, a small stone from Silva's magic knocks Mash's cream puff out of his hand. Mash is not happy,